Instinctively, people are always shifting blames on others. We are pointing accusing fingers for the causes of our misfortunes on our political leaders. We have reasons for doing that. But today I want us to look at what we have upper hand over. Some changes that we could have effected ourselves individually, even from our homes, that we have not turned our eyes to. And that is actually militating against our socio-economic well-being. That has to do with the rate of population growth, our fertility rate. And we're going to take a 7-decade tour back to 1950, considering 3 key countries. 2 of these countries are developing countries in sub-Saharan Africa, and 1 giant developed country, Ghana, Nigeria, and Germany. Let's look at what is happening when it comes to population growth rate. In 1950, you won't believe it that Ghana's population was only 5 million. Nigeria's population was also only 38 million, whereas Germany's population was almost 70 million. What happens in the next 3 decades in 1980? In 1980, Ghana's population has more than doubled to 11 million, and Nigeria's population also almost doubled to 75 million, whereas the German's population increased by 9 million to 78 million. In some of the years, they even have a negative population growth rate. In the next 3 decades, in 2010, we are going to witness a gargantuan change in the developing countries. Ghana's population in 2010 has more than quadrupled, almost quintupled to 24.8 million. Nigeria's population likewise has quadrupled to 162 million. From less than 40 million in 1950 to 162 million. And you know what? Germany's population has only increased by 11 million to 80 million. The question is, where is our poverty coming from? Then currently, in 2021, Ghana's population has now sextupled to 31,732,129. And that of Nigeria is 216 million. It hasn't sextupled yet. It's close to sextuple, 216,074,934. Growth rate is 2.53% for these developing countries. And Denmark's population is now 83,900,473. The question for you and I is, why are the poor countries poor and the rich countries rich? Your guess will be as good as mine. One of the great factors is population growth rate. We've all turned deaf ears to this fact. We've closed our eyes to this fact. Although it's all over the place, we all see this. Households with average numbers, more than 10, we witness a lot of challenges. We witness a lot of poverty, but we are not ready to effect any change. This change should come from we ourselves. So how do we compare Nana Akufo-Addo's Ghana to Kwame Nkrumah's Ghana? The Ghana of Kwame Nkrumah is 6 times, is less than one sieve of that of the current government. The same thing is the challenge of Muhammadu Buhari of Nigeria. His country is 5.6 times that of Alhaji Abubakar Tafawa Balewa, who was the president in 1960 to 1966. Africans and all developing countries, let's take the proper assessment of the factors underlying our struggles. We are struggling not only because of poor governance, but also because of our own choices, our own priorities, our own doings. Maybe you may think that Nigeria has performed worse than Ghana. It's rather the opposite. Ghana's population has more than sextupled, 6.3 times, whereas that of Nigeria is only quintuple, 5.64 times that of 1950. The challenge is, while we have increased our population size, we've not balanced it with housing, with education. We've not balanced it with job opportunities. So what is going to happen? Listen to what ex-President Lyndon B. Johnson of the United States have to say. The hungry world cannot be fed until and unless the growth of its resources and the growth of its population come into balance. Each man and woman and each nation must take decisions of conscience and policy in the face of this great problem. Helen Keller, a world-renowned deaf and blind author and also a lecturer, said this: once it was necessary that the people should multiply and be fruitful if the race was to survive. But now, to preserve the race, it is necessary that people hold back the power of propagation. And finally, Albert Einstein said this: overpopulation in various countries has become a serious threat to the health of people and a grave obstacle to any attempt to organize peace on this planet. What are you witnessing in Nigeria? What are you witnessing in Ghana? What are you witnessing in most developing countries and the least developed countries? Overpopulation is a serious threat, and we all as individuals need to start to work on our dream household size. Together, we can change our world. Together, we can make our homes better.